How am I supposed to mute a live stream, Madison? I'm on. Can't find the right angle here. Okay. I don't know how to mute it. Hello. What am I doing? I could give you advice, but this is yes or no this time. It keeps it nice and simple. So if you have a yes or no question, I can answer that for you. You just need to pick a deck, A, B, C, or D. Just answering yes or no questions. Miranda, I think is how you say it. Interesting advice. Cheated on you with your sister. All right. Anyone have yes or no questions they want answered while they're in the chat? That's what I'm here for. Can also ask questions about major arcana. I have lessons up on the major arcana all the way up till temperance, to temperance. So you can ask questions about that as well. And there's a bit of a lag when it comes to the stream, like 5 seconds or so. So if I'm not like on it, then you know why. Yeah, for free, just for fun. If you want to subscribe, that's cool. After you see how awesome I am. But yes, for yes or no questions. So A, B, C, or D for your deck, and then ask your question. Go ahead. Hi, Happy Sky. I know. My long story short, my family got E. coli from organic baby carrots from Costco here in America, if you guys aren't from America. So we were like down, but we're better now. Yeah, right. So I had to like nurse to health 9 people, including myself. Maja, I think is how you say your name. Only part of your question came through. I want to know if my ex Samuel loved. Is it loved you or loved someone else? Loved you. Okay. And you want Deck. Good choice. One of my favorites. From Maja, if I'm saying that correctly, wants to know if her ex Samuel loved her. You have the death card. So the death card is a no. I feel like with the death card, there's always a need for some kind of transformative energy to be present in order for that person to actually be in a loving relationship. So it's definitely not your fault. Is CP in love with me? Deck A. CP in love with Happy Sky. You have the World card. The World card in a love sense is a yes. Okay, and those who don't know, you can ask more than one question as well. As long as I'm sitting here and as long as it's not jam packed or overwhelmed with people, I'll just keep answering your questions. My ex Samuel still thinking of me. Do you mean CP? Happy? Or is it CF, like a new person? Sorry, guys, my glasses got all weird on me. Okay, yeah, I know. I should know, right? Okay, Maja, my ex Samuel is still thinking of me. This is for Maja. Is her ex still thinking of her? Sorry, these cards are really bendy. You have the Magician. The Magician in a love sense is a no. Okay. And then Happy, you want Deck B. Will CF contact me again? No problem, Maja. Best of luck to you in your love situation. I didn't dye my hair. It's just wet still from taking a shower. It gets really dark, like almost black. And I'm feeling all around healthier, so I probably look a little healthier. You wouldn't believe it, but like we had E. coli so long because we were eating these bulk organic carrots because Costco is a bulk food store, and we just kept getting it over and over and over again and didn't even know it. So like even the color in my eyes was fading out. We were so sick. So better now. Happy, will CF contact me again? Yeah, I actually lost like 30 subscribers while I was out. Right? It was insane and intense, but we're better. Happy. You have the High Priestess. The High Priestess in a love sense is a no. Organic is good for you. It's just sometimes it gives you sickness. is. There's no way that you can wash out E. coli. So even washing vegetables, it's just something that can happen sometimes. Any more questions? Happy you have the floor. I think Maja stepped out, so literally happy you have the floor. All right. Well, I think I've encountered both. Usually the good that I encounter, they're usually people that I know. I've seen a few where I don't know that energy, but usually it's people that I knew that passed on. So like grandparents, friends who committed suicide in horrible ways, and they're still roaming around trying to. I don't know what it is that they need to do. Usually it's one, figure out that they're gone, and two, make sure that the people they care about, are kosher before they cross over somewhere else. But as for negative ones, I've definitely felt that kind of vibe before. All right, Masha. My ex Samuel. Does he think I'm a good person? Okay. You have the Temperance card. So, temperance in a love sense is a yes. And then you also have the Tower that came underneath that. There was definitely a lack of balance in this relationship where the foundation that it was built on was not solid. It was not a solid foundation. One or the other um, wasn't totally honest with either themselves or the other person when this relationship began, and it began on something that was not truthful, and that needed to be removed so that things could be rebuilt. Okay. If you do still want this relationship, you're going to have a lot of patience because there's a lot of rebuilding to do. Okay, but what do you suppose evil spirits are? Like, are they just mean people that passed? I think that evil, darker energies are, well, everyone was and is of the light. And I feel like the light can get dark, meaning we can fall away from it. So I feel like those are just spirits that have fallen away and they just can't find their way back to the light side. It takes a conscious mind to be able to consciously draw themselves back into the light. My ex Sam wants to come back with me. Okay. Maja. All right. You have the Hermit, which is a maybe card. And then you have Judgment. So Judgment is a no. And then the Hermit is a maybe. That doesn't help, does it? Does CF regret not having a baby with me? Happy Sky. You have the Magician, which is a no. D is God angry at you because you're bi? So I've been doing a lot of near-death experience research and life after death research, and something that I've come across is that you can't do it wrong. You can't do it wrong. He would give you those feelings if they weren't acceptable, and okay, and we're here to learn and to grow, and there's nothing wrong with being bisexual or a lesbian or a cat or a dog or whatever you want to be in this lifetime. You're not going to be judged. But I will get an answer. Is God angry at Masha for being bi? I doubt it. You have judgment. Judgment is no. There you go. Hello, Helga. Is this something worth exploring? Okay. Well, let's find out. We have deck A, B, C, or D. Does CF regret not marrying me? Deck D. Woo. You have the Strength card. The Strength card's a yes. Happy. Hi, loyal feminine. Welcome to our little party. There's a little bit of like a 5-second lag. So if you notice like I respond slow, that's why. Yeah, Helga, would you pick a deck? We have A, B, C, or D. B? Okay. Helga. Oh, okay. You have the Star card. So the Star card is a wish fulfillment card. It's a healing card. It's also, I believe it's a card of, I think it's Aquarius, honestly. The Star is a yes when it comes to a love and a romantic situation. So yes, I would believe that it's worth exploring, and it might be something that you've been waiting a long time for. What's my favorite meal to cook? To cook and to eat are two totally different things. I like to cook quick things because I have 7 kids and they're always screaming at me that they're hungry. So quick things, yeah. Pastas are fast. But when it comes to eating, I love authentic Mexican tacos, street tacos. Loyal feminine, I am Debbie or Devi. Does Guru Bharath have ex-partner in his life? Loyal feminine, choose A, B, C, or D. No problem, Helga. You can stick around and ask more than one question if you want to. We're just kind of chilling here. C. Okay, Maja, I will get to you in just a second. I'm waiting on Loyal Feminine to pick a deck. It's A, B, C, D. B? Okay. All right. Is Guru Bharath, does he have an ex-partner in his life? All right. Just be wary about asking questions about other people's lives. You will have the deck try to come out. All right, we have the Justice card for you, Loyal Feminine. The Justice card in a love and romance is a yes. We also have the Lovers and the Hanged Man. So the Lovers is another yes, and then the Hanged Man is a maybe. So take that as you will. Maja, do I have a past life? Another thing that I've been listening to podcasts about is we do all have past lives. There are some newer souls, but most of us are old souls. You wouldn't be here worrying about spirituality if you were not an old soul. Maja, do I have a past life? No problem. You can stick around and ask more than one question if you want. You have a no, but it's also the magician, so the creator of your own reality. So you might be one of those new age souls, Maja. Have I had pasta with butter sauce? Yes. I grew up in a trailer park. If you haven't had pasta with butter and garlic salt, are you really a trailer park kid? Is CF not going to contact me because he thinks I'm mad at him? Deck A. You have the death card and the sun card. Okay, so something that you're going to notice with the death card is it also has the sun here in the background. Okay, so the sun is happiness, optimism, clarity. It's also a yes. And so with the death card, it's usually a no. But I feel like he will, but it's going to take him a minute to get over it. Anyway. All right, Maja. I don't want to reincarnate. I feel trapped in this world and I want to be near God in the fountain. I feel like everybody feels that way. If you're a new soul, you probably have a few rounds to go, unfortunately. Rish, hello. Will I receive my PR to Canada in the next 3 months? Okay, Rish, I think I'm saying it correctly. Deck A, B, C, or D? Happy, will I ultimately end up with CP? Deck B. If I skip anyone's question, just re-ask it because sometimes it gets lost in the chat. All right, Happy, you have the star card, and the star is yes. Rish, will I receive my PR to Canada in the next 3 months? Deck A. Ooh, the star keeps coming out a lot. The star is a yes. That's wish fulfillment. Okay. So I would definitely say yes. C, everything I remember from when my soul went into my body when I was a fetus, is it truth? Okay. You can remember that far. I can remember very, very far back myself. I was like a baby. Okay, you got the world card. So the world card is yes. No problem, Rish. You can hang out and ask more questions if you want. Just ask the question, put the deck, and I'll just keep going in the order it's received. Will CP and I have a baby together? He was all about those babies, Happy. No, you can borrow some of mine if you're excited to have some. CP and I have a baby together. You have, ooh, you got the Emperor, which is a yes. Okay. Okay. You can if you want to. I'm here to listen. Will I have a relationship with Nita in the near future? Deck C. All right, Rish. This is for you. Getting married's overrated, Happy. Oh my gosh, Rish. Here we go. The Hermit, which is a maybe, and then you have the Justice that fell. The Justice card is a yes in a relationship sense. There's some kind of truth that needs to come out, is what I'm getting. Someone needs to kind of go down a little soul journey before this relationship can really manifest into what it needs to become. Okay? All right, Happy, will CP and I get legally married? Oh my god. You've got the Hierophant. That's yeah, that's the biggest card of marriage that we have in the entire Major Arcana. So, yeah. That's awesome. I wish I had some direct guidance like that. Maja, I hope I'm saying it right. gently go to bed. Good night. No, it's too cold in here. Good night. Does P, is that P or CP? Wish he would have just stayed with me, Deck D. Thanks, Rich. Thanks for the sub. I've been losing them left and right because I've been taking care of my sick family. Okay. Does P wish he would have stayed with me, Deck D, for Happy Sky? Oh my god. Did you see that? You saw it fly out of my hand, right? You got the Hermit. Okay, the Hermit, in a love sense, that's a no. Hmm. That's crazy. I mean, not crazy in the sense that I don't believe it, but crazy cool. It's cool that you get to remember that. Does Anu want to reconnect and start again? Deck B. Yeah, I remember from, I was two and up, very vividly actually. And I've had some spiritual experiences myself. All right, Rish, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a no. Okay. There's with the High Priestess, there's some kind of thing that's hidden, and you might not know what it is. So it might be for the best. Yeah. Okay, wait. Does Pete plan to spend the rest of his life with me? Deck D. How are you going to spend the rest of your life with P and CP at the same time? Just kidding. Okay, wait. Does P plan to spend the rest of his life with me? Oh, snap. Oh my gosh. You got the Empress on top. The Empress is a yes. And then you got the Tower on the bottom. And the Tower is a no. You might end up with a couple baby daddies here, Happy. The Empress is that ultimate pregnancy card. Maja, I wonder if I'm psychic or something like that. Okay. I feel the same way, actually. All right, Maja. Is Maja a psychic or something similar? You have the Magician. Okay, so this is actually a no card, but since it came out as the Magician, I would say yes, because I feel like the Magician is highly intuitive, highly creative, takes its elements and creates whatever it desires. So yeah, I do feel so. You felt the death of three people, like as they were dying, or I don't think that evil is created per se by the divine. Um, I don't even know. I don't. I'm going down that path myself, trying to figure it out. Oh, you felt when three people were going to die. Yeah, that can definitely be part of the psychic ability. How often? I try to do it every Saturday, and I plan to do the signs alternating on Sundays. So it'll be like fire signs, then air signs, then earth signs, then water signs. Like each Sunday, it'll go like that. Every 4 weeks, I'll be doing signs by their element every Sunday evening. But the yes or no is every Saturday night, unless I'm sick or my family's sick. Okay. Will I be married with a kid next year? Happy Scott. Do you see your cards popping up in the air? You have the moon card. So the moon card can indicate a no in a love sense. Okay. Maja wonders if God, the divine, what have you, thinks that she's doing well in her divine mission. You have the Hanged Man and the Judgment card. The Hanged Man is a maybe, which doesn't help us at all, really. And then the Judgment can be a yes. I feel like there's something that you're needing to see from a different perspective, that you might be judging yourself too harshly, and that's not what you were put here for. You're tied and bound by your own thought process, and it's restricting you from your growth. Okay? Every movement, thought, action, life event is divinely directed and made for a reason. So there is no wrong way to do it at all. You're going to be divinely loved no matter what you're doing. Will I be paid by my client in the near future? Deck D for Rish. Okay, so first you got the Judgment card. Okay, and that is a yes. And then you also got the Star card, which is wish fulfillment and a yes. They're both looking up. So yes, I would say yes, and things are going to be looking up financially very, very soon for you. If I do what's on my mind right now, will that make the most money and be what I should do? Deck A. You have the Tower. So the Tower in a financial situation is no. Happy. Maja, my ex Samuel will love me. We still been friends. There's different kinds of love, you know. I am still best friends with my ex-husband, my first daughter's dad. And there's love there, but it's a platonic, like, you're my family love rather than you're my partner love. So there's a few different kinds. Maja. My ex does Maja. Okay, you got the Empress, and then out with it came the Judgment card. The Empress is a yes, and the Judgment card is a no. The Empress is a card of receptivity and being the receiver rather than the giver. In this instance, I see that you need to, there's something you need to release yourself from in this relationship. Maybe the tie. Does it feel a little codependent? That can be kind of restricting when it comes to your spirituality and your spiritual growth. No problem, Rish. Happy Sky. Are people with BPD just empaths? Not necessarily. I mean, yeah, most of the ones that I know end up being empathic, but that's because we were dealing with narcissists most of the time to get our BPD diagnosis in the first place. Okay, most of them grew up with narcissistic parents that didn't necessarily get all the care that they needed as children. Yeah. Hi, Em. God wants me to develop my psychic abilities. I do. I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? I think that everyone that gets to the point where they should They feel pulled in this divine direction. They should be following it. This is the mass, the divine awakening, and we get to be a part of it, and it's awesome. Does God want Maja to develop her psychic abilities? You got the Moon, which is a psychic card. The Chariot, which is a card of mobility. It's also the card of planning before taking action. And then you got the Strength card. So you got 2 cards with the Moon on it. And then the Strength. Okay, so I do feel like this is a yes. Happy Sky. The thing on your mind right now, will that make a lot of money, and what should I do? Well, I don't know about the what should you do part, but I can ask if you'll make a lot of money from it. The thing on Happy's mind, will it make a lot of money? You have the World card, which is a yes. M, will it start again with R in the future, deck C? You have the Death card and the Magician and the Emperor. These are all no's. Okay. Maja, I want to battle evil people, like stop them. Something that I've learned is we're not going to be able to stop evil. The only thing that we can do is put out the good and hope that people follow. My ex Sam was obsessed with me. You got the Death card. Okay, and the Death card in a love sense is a no, which is good, right? We don't want obsession. Obsession isn't love. Feel free to continue asking questions. It's not a one question thing. Just keep asking as long as you want to stay for. Is CP not talking to me right now because he just wants some space? Deck C. You have the Devil. There's a few in here. The Lovers and the Empress. Okay. The Devil can mean that this is some kind of toxic relationship. But then we also have the Lovers, which is a yes, and the Empress, which is a yes. Yeah, I feel like there's something that CP has going on that might be his own internal struggle. Will I find new love soon? Deck C for M. You have the Hermit. The Hermit is a no. So I feel like this means that you have a little bit more internal work to do before you find your partner. Maja, C. The people I'm thinking about already got karma. Okay. Did the person or people that Maja is thinking about, did they get their karma? You have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant can be a yes. Did you know that there's like this universal thing where do no harm to others? Did you know that when we're wishing people to get their karma for what they do, we're actually wishing harm on them, and that reflects and comes back to us tenfold? Isn't that insane? So if you're like, oh, this person cut me off, and you're like, I hope you get pulled over by the cop, and then you end up getting pulled over by a cop. There's things like that. Like, it doesn't even have to be the same scenario. Do most people not like me because I have the Holy Spirit in me? Happy Sky. No problem, M. You have Justice in the Tower. That is a no. Happy Sky. Maja, amazing, because this person was very evil with many people. So something that I've come to learn is people that do bad things, they actually have like an ultimate suffering internally because they don't get to see the light. If that makes sense. They don't get to grow, they don't get to prosper. They're stuck and stunted as this horrid person, and they have to live with themselves. So, thanks, Sam. I don't even know what time it is. Okay. B. I am helped protected by archangels. I was listening to another podcast. And don't ask me the name of the podcast because I'm bad at retaining names. Um, but she was like, as I name off these archangels, you might feel a pull or something will draw you to a certain name. And for me, it got drawn to Metatron. And I always found that name so bizarre because it reminds me of like Transformer name or something. Maja, am I helped or protected by an archangel? You have the tower, and the tower can be a no. So it might not be an archangel. It could just be a traditional angel. And something else that I've learned, you can't really be guided or protected by them unless you actually invite them in and allow them to fill your space. Will I travel to Toronto in the near future decade? You have the star. That's wish fulfillment and a yes. I couldn't do that again if I tried. Yeah. Happy Sky is that guy that was mad at me at work. Does he realize he should have been nice to me? Deck feet. You had the Hierophant fall out before I can even start, so that's a yes. You know, sometimes I have like an initial reaction and then I have the right reaction, so I can see how other people would do that. We have Happy, M, and Maja. If you guys want to just keep asking questions, that's fine. Maja. Samuel has told me to people that we did not come back. I don't really understand the question, Maja. Samuel told me about people that we did not come back. I'll just get a yes or no for you. Ooh, okay. Throw the whole deck. So you have the Chariot, and the Chariot is a no. And then you also had the Hanged Man, which is also a no for Maja. Will I lose all my weight in the next 6 months? Deck A. Not if you have a baby. Happy Sky. Will I lose all my weight in the next 6 months? You have Judgment, and the Judgment is, it can be a yes. It depends on you. Cut out sugar, cut out white greens and pastas and things, and go like to rice, brown rice, pastas and things. That's really helpful. Just cutting out sugar in general and pop, you'll notice a big difference. Samuel told me that we did not come back. Well, if you want to lose weight, don't eat sugar. There are substitutes that taste pretty good. I like trivia myself. Is CP in love with Happy Sky? Oh, like come back together? All right, you got the Hermit. Happy. The Hermit is a no. Sam thinks we can come back. You got the death card, and there's 3 of them here. Hold on. Death, Hierophant, and the Magician. Death is no, Hierophant is yes, and the Magician is no. Yeah. You come here for honesty, right? I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Is Pete in love with me? Deck B. You have Temperance and the Moon. Temperance is a yes, and the Moon is a no. He might be hiding it from you. So it's something to explore. Maja, is Samuel a good person? You have the Magician, which it's a no. The Magician is also like a player card, so it might be talking to many people at once.
Mommy,
Duty calls.
I want this.
All right, hold on. Just a couple more, please.
I want this.
Here. You need to go back and watch your show until you're on the season. Go on.
I want this one of lights.
Okay. See ya.
Mommy, turn on lights.
Hold on, guys. Sorry for the interruption, guys. My toddler wanted a late night snack because we're in a sleep regression phase. Okay. Happy, will I be rich next year, Dexy? Are narcissists actually demon possessed? I don't necessarily think so. I think that when we come to Earth, we make a soul pact or a soul agreement with another member, another part of existence, another soul, to come down here and have this life experience. And sometimes that person has to lower their frequency so low so that you can grow. So it's actually them doing a major service for you by lowering their frequency so low to be such a terrible person. And they have to be the bad guy in this story so that you can learn and grow. Happy, will I be rich next year? Depends on what you think rich is. You have the Temperance card. The Temperance is a yes. Now, I would consider rich a bountiful harvest when it came to planning food and things like that. So we each have our own idea. Can you please tell me why is Magician a no? Because it seems like a positive card. So let's go back to your question and then I will answer. Will I travel to Toronto in the near future? That's where you got the Magician. So the Magician, it is a no unless you create it as so. So the Magician is a card of you are the manifester. You are the creator of your own reality. And at this point in your life, the direction that you're going right now will be a no. You have the power to change that and create your own reality the way that you want it to be by using your mind and the things, the tangible things available to you. Okay, Maja, is Marie B a sociopath? Okay, all right, all right. Sociopath. Is Marie B a sociopath? I got cards wanting to come out. You have temperance, and the temperance card is a yes. Happy. What can you learn from a narcissist? Narcissists can push you to become your absolute best self. And that's what happened to me. I had so many encounters with narcissistic individuals that it pushed me to the lowest point in my life, which then showed me the ladder that I could grab onto and climb out on my own. I got the help I needed, the mental health help, and then it just escalated from there. So, what they do um, is they help your soul grow. What time is it? I'm going to stay on for another 36 minutes if my children allow. It is Christmas vacation here, so uh, does Amelia B notice that Marie B is a sociopath? You have a hermit, and the hermit card is a no. So, is there anyone that will stay in love with me forever? Happy Sky. Hopefully, yourself. You have the Magician, which is a no. On the bright side, happy. Ourselves shed with each elevation in our life. We become a newer version of ourselves. So technically, the old version of yourself could die and they could still love the new version of you. Cathius notices Marie B is a sociopath. You have the Death card and the Hierophant, both of which are a no. Maja. Will NT ever contact me again? Deck C. You have the Devil and the Lovers. You keep getting this. This is literally the exact stack from before. The Devil, and then you have the Lovers, and then the Empress. Again, I think it's like a codependent, creepy thing. This person could have some underlying addiction or problem that you don't know about. Maja Marie B knows that I know she is a sociopath. I guess. Oh, you got the Emperor, which is a yes, and then you also have the Magician, which is a no. Contradicting. I feel like this person doesn't care. Honestly. Yeah. The Emperor while in some cases can be like this loving, nurturing, masculine energy, it can also be somebody that's like rides roughshod over a lot of people and just doesn't care how their um, excessive masculinity can affect other people. So we'll end up back with NT forever. Happy Sky. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So when I'm talking, I have a 13-year-old daughter, okay, and they like to gossip. They like to talk about each other, even if they're their best friend. Um, and when she presents me with, oh, this girl was acting this way today, or this guy was acting this way today, and they're just horrible people, and I'm like, well, you don't necessarily know what that person went through to become that person. So usually that kid grew up in like a drug addict house. They weren't well taken care of. They could have gotten hurt by people when they were young, and then they became terrible people. So I try not to look at an individual as somebody that they themselves are awful. I try to look at the root. Happy, you got the magician, which is a no. M, will I have strained relationship with my neighbor in the near future? What are you going to do to your neighbor, M? Only cut your part of the grass. The Wheel of Fortune is yes. So there is a way to change that. Okay. Only we can do that. Yeah. Sure, you can tell me. Again, safe space here. Will I end up with P forever deck D? You have the Hanged Man, which is a me. There's a perspective change that needs to happen. You need to see something in a different way. Oh, I got a crap ton of new oracle cards, by the way, guys. So I have the Spirit Message Oracle, and I love the messages that come through here. This is like direct, like spirit to you answer. So if anyone wants a spirit message, I have that. I also have a new timing deck that actually has months and like times and things like that as well. It's really cool. And then I have a crap ton more, really. But I'm not going to use them tonight. I just want to show you. And then here's some of them. Like I got a bunch. There was a Black Friday sale on one of these Asian apps that I use for buying cards. Okay, I'll end up with P forever. I don't remember what I answered for you last. We'll end up with CP forever, deck A. You have the devil, Happy? The devil is a no. Maja, someone in my family was very evil many years until I got tired of their business cruel and asked God to provide justice. 3 months later, this person died. If you ever watch anime and Death Note, okay, did you write it down? Because Death Note is, you write in this book of death, and those people will die. So that sounds kind of like that, except with words. Yeah, it it can be. Our words are very powerful. Our thoughts are very powerful. They do create our reality. So we do want to be very conscious and aware of the things that we're thinking and speaking, for sure. They haunted you. Do you think that physically they haunted you, or that it was your own subconscious haunting yourself because you felt so guilty about wishing that this person would be taken care of, and then they did, and you felt like it was your fault? to move the bed you were sleeping in? Sure. Okay, M would like a spirit card, a direction on their love life, please. For M, you have, instead of pushing yourself so hard, stop, breathe, reevaluate. You are doing enough. Even if it doesn't feel like it, don't wear yourself out to the point of exhaustion. It is not worth it. Balance your time more wisely. That was for you, M. I'll be right back, guys. I think I hear a baby. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'd like a spirit card. Okay, happy. Ooh. All right, happy sky. You need to ignore what everyone else is doing and achieving. Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. You are not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not other people. Maja D. The family B knows that I'm protected by God. Okay. Ooh, okay. You have judgment, which this can be yes, they know, or no, they don't. Judgment. I think they do see. I think they do see. Will Ash ever contact me again? Happy Sky. You have strength. The strength card is a yes. Happy. Thank you. I started my spiritual tarot journey like 3 years ago, and that was after going to DBT, dialectal behavioral therapy, for my borderline personality disorder, um, which that took a year and a half. So in the midst of that, I found tarot and started learning about what I wanted to do when it came to spirituality. Maja, Patrick has done some bee magic to me, or Samuel. Oh, black magic. You have the tower. There's a lot here, actually. The high priestess, the star, and the wheel of fortune. I feel like intuitively you know that this person may have, but their creation of black magic was built on something that wasn't solid. It's like liquefied is the word I got. That your power, it overpowers this person and what their ability could be, and that it's going to come back to them. If you feel like somebody is using some kind of dark magic on you, you can do protections for yourself. Um, one of the best things you can do is wear like black crystals as a necklace. Protect your heart chakra from other people. Hello, Linda. So, and then something, I don't think that this crystal will heal my heart, right? Like itself. But it's the intention that I put into this. I believe that this crystal is going to heal my heart. And it's the intention that I put into it that is the magic, not necessarily the object itself. Happy, will I end up with Austin forever? Okay, we'll ask that one first. Will Happy end up with Austin forever? Justice and the Lovers. So Justice, in a love sense, is a yes, and so is the Lovers. Hi, Linda. If you have a question, go ahead and pop it in. We have deck A, B, C, and D for you to choose from. Maja, Patrick knows I have psychic abilities. If he's an empathic person, he might. You have Judgment, which is a no. So, no. Yeah, I mean, you can ask for that kind of protection, a divine protection. Um, but it's like a little comfort blanket when you use objects that you put your intentions into. It's just an extra layer of protection. So you're going out in the winter and you have your big winter coat, but you want extra protection, so you put on a sweater underneath. Okay, and that's what the extra is for. Do most people think I'm really beautiful? Deck A for Happy Sky. Happy, you have the High Priestess and the Temperance card. High Priestess is no, and the Temperance is yes. High Priestess is a really fertile card with all about using your intuition and hidden knowledge and things like that. Yeah, this one's about alchemy. I feel like it's you that might have the issue with your looks. Okay, will my finances get better? Pile B for Linda. Oh. You have the Emperor and the High Priestess. The Emperor is a yes when it comes to finances, and the High Priestess is a no. Maja, if I have kids, will they have psychic abilities? Good question. You have the World card. It's a yes. Happy Sky, do most people find me likable? You have the Star card, and the Star is yes. And then crap ton fell out after that. We're gonna stick with the Star card. Will they be light workers as well? Okay. Maja, will they be light workers as well? I like your vibe, Maja. I really do. That's exactly like the path that I'm on, is figuring out what exactly is it that I am. You sound sure, which is awesome. Will they be light workers as well? You have the Justice card. The Justice, yes. Yes, they will. As long as you, I mean, maybe not even without you teaching them, but that'll help them elevate faster. Okay? Having the tools from you as their mother will help them elevate faster, ascend faster. Will I ever have a son? Deck C. No problem, Maja. All right. You have the Tower, which is a no, Happy. Yeah, it does. It would take much longer. They would spend their lives trying to find the teacher, the source that expands their consciousness, and instead they just have you as a parent, and that would be very beneficial. Will I ever have a daughter? Deck D. If you can imagine, I have 7 children to guide in this world. 7. And you have the hermit happy. The hermit is it's a no. Maybe it's the way you're asking it. I've noticed that you say A. So that's single. That's one. If you only plan on having 2 children, then maybe. But I feel like it's being specific. Like you're not going to have a son or a daughter. So you may be having more than one. Oh, I don't heat this room. I don't even know if you guys are like able to see the breath from me from being cold. So I only heat up each room that I need to heat up. Does Bjorn 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 B? No, Marie B is a sociopath. You have Justice, which is yes. So there's your first one that actually knows. I wonder how many times you've asked that over the course of the few weeks. Happy. Am I going to end up married to CP forever? You have Star, World, Death. So I would say yes. Till death do you part. Get it? Linda, will my unemployment go through soon? Deck A. You have the Wheel of Fortune and the Strength card. So the Wheel of Fortune is a yes, and the Strength card is also a yes. So I would say yes. Your fortunes are about to change. You would enjoy seeing that card when it comes to financial endeavors. Yeah, that's her husband. That makes sense, that he would know. I mean, he's very close contact. No problem, Linda. Amelia B will notice soon that Marie B is a sociopath. If you tell her or guide her to know, let's find out. You have the Tower and the Emperor. I feel like the facade is going to crumble. You can only hold a mask up so long. Okay? So, yes, yeah. The mask will fall. Will I be a millionaire next year? You're doing something to become a millionaire, Happy. You have the World card. The World is a yes. Okay, so you've gotten yeses to these rich and millionaire questions. So you must be doing something different. All right, you guys. I'm going to have to cut off here in a little bit. My baby is starting to cry, and I am her food source. So if you want to pop in one more question, I'll get you an answer, and then we're going to close. No problem, Maja. I'll be back here next Saturday, hopefully with a little more time. And then watch out for your element. So what happens with that live is, say I'm doing earth signs. So I'll do like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in that live. And then I'll take the video and I'll break it down and I'll put up each video individually so you guys don't have to look through it all. Thanks, Maja. You as well. Am I going to be nice to people, Deck A? You got the High Priestess, the Moon, and the Emperor. It looks like I know. All right. Thank you to everybody that joined me this evening. I really appreciate you guys. Happy. I look forward to seeing you next weekend. All right. All right. Good night. Happy, Linda, and Maja. I look forward to seeing you in the future. Bergling family knows I am very good at reading people. Last question. You have temperance. Temperance is a yes. Good night, guys. See you next weekend. All right.